How many times did you say sorry today? Sorry for being late. Sorry for asking. Sorry for interrupting. Sorry for taking up time. What if I told you this single word might be quietly shrinking your identity? Over-apologizing is not politeness. It is conditioning. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. No one is born over-apologizing. It is learned. In environments where conflict felt dangerous, where emotions were unpredictable, where mistakes were met with shame, the brain adapts. If saying sorry reduces tension, your nervous system records that as survival, and survival behaviors become automatic. You stop evaluating whether you're actually wrong. You apologize first. Think later. This is not weakness. It's a trained reflex. Neuroscience shows something disturbing. Social rejection activates the same brain areas as physical pain. To your brain, exclusion feels like injury. So you begin preventing rejection before it happens. You soften your tone. You over-explain. You apologize preemptively. Because your brain would rather lower your status than risk social pain. But over time, you don't just avoid rejection. You begin assuming guilt. And that assumption reshapes identity. Throughout history, apology has often been tied to power structures. In rigid class hierarchies, lower status individuals were expected to bow, speak carefully, and immediately accept blame even when they were not responsible. In early industrial workplaces, workers often apologized instantly to avoid punishment or job loss. In strict authoritarian households, children learned that apologizing quickly prevented escalation. The pattern repeats. When power is uneven, apology becomes protection, and when protection becomes habit, confidence slowly dissolves. You may not live under those systems anymore, but your nervous system might still be responding like you do. Psychologists agree on one powerful principle: language reinforces belief. If you repeatedly say, "Sorry I'm late," instead of, "Thank you for waiting," you reinforce a narrative where you are the inconvenience. Small phrases repeated daily create subconscious identity shifts. Over years, those shifts accumulate. You may start avoiding leadership, avoiding confrontation, avoiding visibility, because internally, you have trained yourself to minimize. And minimize people rarely take bold action. Here's something subtle. When you apologize unnecessarily, you lower your perceived status. Most people won't consciously notice it, but socially, it tilts interactions. The more you position yourself as at fault, the more others unconsciously adjust upward. Confidence is not loud. It is neutral. It doesn't over-justify. It doesn't over-apologize. It stands calmly in its space. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Some people benefit when you stay small, because smaller people are easier to control. Look at social media culture. People apologize before posting opinions, apologize before disagreeing, apologize before setting boundaries. We now pre-soften ourselves publicly. Why? Because we fear backlash. But fear-driven communication always shrinks influence. The more you cushion your existence, the more you reinforce the belief that your existence is heavy. And it isn't. You don't fix this overnight. You retrain it. Pause before saying sorry. Ask, did I actually harm someone? Replace apology with gratitude. Replace guilt with clarity. Sit with mild discomfort. Your nervous system will resist at first, because it is used to shrinking. But growth feels uncomfortable before it feels natural. And confidence is not built by force. It is built by repetition. Over-apologizing is not about words. It is about worth. When you believe you deserve space, you stop apologizing for occupying it. When you believe your voice matters, you stop apologizing for using it. This is not arrogance. It is psychological balance. This isn't just about saying sorry. It's about who trained your mind and who controls it next. If you don't consciously train your thoughts, someone else will shape them for you. If this made you uncomfortable, good. That means you're thinking. Subscribe, not for entertainment, for awareness, for mental strength, for protection. And watch the full long video. It's only for minutes. 4 minutes. But it could completely change how you see power, manipulation, and even yourself. New long videos drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Train your mind before someone else controls it. Remember, control your mind before your mind controls you.